The young woman hands the file to her supervisor and says, "Look, I finished the proposal." Just then, the boss walks in angrily, places the file on the desk and asks, "Who prepared this proposal?" Startled, the supervisor quickly stands up and says, "What's wrong, boss? Is there a problem with the proposal?" The boss replies coldly, "You're the supervisor of the design department. Something this important happened in the company and you have no idea about it?" The supervisor immediately picks up the file and says, "Let me check." After opening it, she raises her voice and says, "Boss, I didn't write this proposal." Then she points at the young woman and says, "Boss, she's the one who wrote it." The boss says angrily, "Be quiet. So you're saying she wrote the proposal and you had nothing to do with it?" The young woman nervously says, "Yes, boss, I wrote the proposal. If there's anything wrong with it, I can make any changes you need." The boss smiles and says, "No, there's no need to change a thing. This proposal is outstanding and it has brought tremendous value to our company. That's why I came here today, to personally thank the person who created it and reward them with a $100,000 bonus. Here, this belongs to you." The young woman happily accepts the money and says, "Thank you, boss." Just then, the supervisor snatches the money from her hands and says, "Boss, I wrote that proposal." The boss becomes serious and says, "Who really wrote this proposal? We're about to find out. Both of you come to my office." With that, the boss walks ahead and the two women follow him. A few moments later, they arrive at his office. The boss says sternly, "Supervisor, put the money on the desk. Aren't you ashamed of lying? Just a few minutes ago, you told me she wrote the proposal, and now you're denying your own words." The supervisor arrogantly replies, "Boss, fine. I admit she wrote the proposal, but she works under me. If she prepared a few proposals for me, what's the big deal? You should give the bonus to me. There's no reason to give it to her." The boss responds firmly, "Then what exactly are you here for? If she's doing your job, what are you getting paid for?" The supervisor shamelessly says, "Boss, forget about that. She's just a country girl from my hometown. If I hadn't brought her here, she'd still be back in her village working on a farm. She owes me for giving her this opportunity." She continues, "And if you blame me in front of her, what respect will I have left?" The boss stares at her angrily and says, "You're still worried about your reputation? I already knew who wrote this proposal, and I also knew you were stealing the credit for her hard work. Do you have any idea how hard she studied, hoping that one day she'd land a good job and build a better life? Unfortunately, she ended up with a supervisor like you, someone who kept taking the rewards for her hard work. Your character and integrity make you unfit to work for this company. Effective immediately, you're fired. Pack up your things and leave my company right now." The supervisor shouts, "I've worked for your company for so many years, and today you're firing me over a country girl? No one is going to support your decision." The boss calmly replies, "Whether people support my decision isn't up to you. I'm confident they'll stand on the side of justice." He picks up the money, hands it back to the young woman and says, "You're the one who truly earned this bonus. It belongs to you." Then he turns to the audience and says, "Friends, today I made sure this young woman received the justice she deserved, and I fired a cruel, arrogant supervisor. Do you think I made the right decision or the wrong one? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Thank you."